Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video I am on my PJs, I'm on the floor chilling next to my plant and my candle because my chair is currently being used by my boyfriend who's taking classes on the other side, just in case you were wondering why I'm on the floor. For today's video, I wanted to kind of walk you guys through my skincare routine. I have very dry, sensitive skin, and I live in Florida, so I don't really have snow, but I think that anyone, regardless of temperature, would find this video helpful because I'm gonna talk about all the skincare stuff that I use that's good for hydrating the skin without overwhelming it or drying it. So I find that all the products that I use are very balanced, not either or, not very dewy or not very dry. So if you want to watch my skincare video or get some tips on skincare and products, then just keep watching. Okay, so normally in the day-to-day before all this craziness happened, I would go to the gym and I would, work out and whatnot, and I would prep there before going to work. So what I would do, which I tend to do now as well, I do wash my face with the Purity one-step facial cleanser, and I started using this a little while ago, actually like a month ago, and I use it in hand with the BOIE, I think that's the way they call it. I have the face cleanser and the body cleanser, and I use the face cleanser. This is kind of like a cheap step to the Foreo because it's kind of like the same thing, the same brushes, but it's just not electric, and obviously you have to move it yourself and be a little rougher than the Foreo, I guess. But I use those two in combination, and I basically just wash my face like regular. That's all I do to cleanse my skin at the beginning of the day. What I like about this cleanser specifically is usually what I tend to like on other cleansers that I've recommended before is the fact that this washes your face, but it doesn't dry it down, and it actually feels like it's being cleansed. The only thing is that I think this has alcohol, I'm not sure. And it's actually that nice in between drugstore and that high-end price. I think it was like 20 bucks, this cleanser, which brings 8 ounces. And honestly, a little goes a long way. So I feel like it has lasted a really nice while, especially since I share it with my boyfriend, so we both use it every single day, and it honestly does the job, and it doesn't really dry out my skin, so that's really nice. And what I use to moisturize is the Ultra Repair Cream Intense Hydration. This is the one that I use every single day, pretty much to moisturize, prep my skin before makeup. And this one's so good because when it says intense hydration, it really means it, and I love the fact that even though it's intense hydration, it's not heavy, especially if you have dry skin or if you live in a cold state right now. That this would be the kind of best moisturizer to use, since one, it's super cheap. They always have it like in sales. I think right now there's going on the Sephora baby sale, so you can step on this. They usually have freaking discounts on this stuff. I got this pot actually on the last BOIE sale in November, I think that's when I got it, and it was like 20 bucks for this whole thing. It's insane. Like, this is amazing. This is my favorite. I've used it twice, and it's like the greatest find, especially for the day-to-day, and you want to use a good moisturizer, a high quality moisturizer, but you don't want to spend that much. I feel like this is definitely that nice in between high-end and drugstore, and it gives you that quality that you're looking for. I think this is a nice find. Okay, so one of my favorite skincare where I'm really nitty-picky is the SPF. Like, I'm so picky about it because everyone that I've tried has been like, leaves a white cast over my face, or if it's not, then it's too oily and my face looks really oily, or oily with a white cast, which has been really annoying. I found this SPF by Jamie Page. It's the Josie Maran Argan Daily Moisturizer SPF 47. So this is the SPF that I use every single day, well, that I used to use every single day, so saving it since I don't go out anymore. This is so special to me because one, it's expensive. It's like 35 bucks, I think. It's really nice, and it's crazy because it brings 2 ounces, but it has lasted me so long. Like, I bought this, I want to say back in September. I'm not crazy because a little goes such a long way, and when I say this, I mean the fact that it moisturizes so freaking well. Like, aside from the fact that you're using a nice moisturizer, this moisturizes so well, and it blends into your skin so nicely. Like, I never ever get a white cast. I feel like it's the kind of SPF that really sets in your skin, and in a really nice way because it moisturizes and it doesn't give that white cast, but at the same time it's not like too wet where you look like really greasy. It's like that perfect in between, which is why I love it so much. Again, it was on the pricier side, but I honestly think it's so worth it, and I'm so freaking cheap. Especially, I don't know why, but with skincare I'm really cheap because it's like not exciting sometimes, like not colorful, not glittery, so it's not the kind of thing that I tend to spend a lot on. But this is amazing. This is like one of the things that I really like to spend on. So once I'm back from my office couple steps away. I actually like to use a different cleanser, which is the Philosophy, the Microdelivery Exfoliating Facial Wash by Philosophy. And you can use this every single day, which is really nice, especially because I have a very dry skin, and the fact that this is a little like exfoliator, but it's like for the day to day, I don't find it to be harsh at all, which is why I like using it at the end of the day when I've sweated, I've, you know, like gone through everything, and I really want to cleanse my skin from everything. I feel like this has been such a nice find, like just wash off everything, and it kind of cleans in my pores a lot. I obviously don't use it with this. It has a little beads that take care of that. It's not drying, it smells nice, it smells like oranges, and it's really nice. I got it for $50, 12 ounces. I think I got this from Ulta. They had a nice special. They always have good specials, so you can try it there. Like, I'm always on the hunt for nice offers. So this is really, really nice to like for the end of the day. I don't like using this at the beginning because my skin is really dry in the morning, so I feel like it might be a little too harsh. But for the end of the day, when you've been through all of that sweatiness, stress, whatever, like this is such a great find. Like, it's such a great wash to like just leave everything behind. Along leaving your worries behind, I wanted to drop in a little bit of like self-care, skincare kind of there. I wanted to speak about this more because with all of us being locked down, it's hard to make that straight, like make that harsh line between work and home. So I tend to get more stressed because it's hard for me to stop working because I'm here and I don't have traffic waiting for me. So I'm just like, oh, I can work more, I can work more. And I tend to overwork myself, and then I get really, really stressed. So the way that I try to just like leave everything behind is like I shower right after work. I try to make a hard stop at 5:30 maybe, and I work out, and then I just, every other day, I try to exfoliate my body, and I do it with the Bath & Body Aromatherapy Stress Relief, especially the one with sage and cedarwood. I love this smell. It's really very relaxing. It actually does the job because some of their exfoliators I don't feel like do anything, but the one with the aromatherapy, the ones that I've tried so far, they're really, really nice, and the smell is really, really good. If you're the kind of person that gets relaxed by smell, I feel like this is the kind of like, you really want to try the aromatherapy if you haven't done so already, because I know that some of their stuff can be a little like, it just smells good and it doesn't do much, but I feel like this actually does what it has to do. Like, it really like hydrates my skin, and that along the way it takes off like all the dead skin, and it really relaxes me. I also have like eucalyptus and whatever. I love eucalyptus, which is also something that I do for skincare. I do use this one. This one is almost over. It's the eucalyptus mint candle. Along here I have the aromatherapy. It's a peaceful one, which is tea tree and peppermint. This is just eucalyptus and mint. I turn it on every single day before I shower, and I know that might sound a little crazy, a little privileged, because why the fuck am I gonna, you know, spend over my only candle? It's like, I feel like it's such a good way to let go, especially now. Again, that line between stopping work and, you know, trying to be super duper productive so that you don't get fired, and you try to be as essential as possible. Like, I know, like, at least for me, I try to be so productive that I sometimes end up overworking myself more than I'd like to admit. So this is just a really nice way if you're looking for kind of like skincare, but at the same time self-care stuff. It doesn't have to be Bath & Body, it's just, this is one that I like. You can get the eucalyptus mint, I think, anywhere. Any other brand has it, but I just want to talk about eucalyptus or aromatherapy in general, like candles, lighting up candles before I shower. And I use the body cream. I use it with the stress relief one. This one's eucalyptus and spearmint. I use it after I shower. It's really nice on my body, and it's actually very moisturizing. Like, again, there are some of their body creams that feel like nothing, or that they tend to wear off after a little while. This leaves me pretty well moisturized during the whole night and the whole day when I put it before I go to work. Okay, so I'm gonna actually talk about the star of the show. This is the whole reason why I wanted to do this video so bad. It's because of this nice little serum. It actually was like $8 on Sephora. It's from The Ordinary. It's 100% plant-derived squalene. It's pure squalene for surface hydration. Now, if you ask me, I do not know what squalene is. I have no idea. But I've heard so many good things about The Ordinary, and it's so cheap that I was like, why not? Why not try it? So I decided to give this a try. My mom was buying something and I asked her to buy it for me. Like, it was $8. So I was like, that'll be cheap, Mom. Like, so I started using this about, I want to say a month and a half ago, maybe? A month ago, yeah. And I started using this before going to sleep because I like using serums before I go to sleep. I used to use one that I bought from Target, and it was like hydrating, but it wasn't anything life-changing. But then I started using this one, and it's kind of like one of those skincare products that you find and it actually does something like to your skin. I tend to suffer from texture here, my forehead, and here. I have like this constant acne on my chin here because I like kissing my dogs. I love kissing my dogs, and her mouth smells like shit, but I love her, so I don't really care. And I tend to let her lick my face pretty much mostly here, and I just suffer from consistent acne here. Like I get a lot of whiteheads and acne here and here. And so even for a while I just had to stop kissing her, and even that didn't work. Like it didn't clear my skin. I have like consistent acne and basically a T-zone, I guess that you would call it. The moment I started using this was the only thing that I had changed most recently, aside I think along with the philosophy, but I think I started using this purity cleanser a little before this one, and I started using this at night, every single night. I haven't stopped kissing my dog, by the way. And I still eat a lot of shit, but I still eat a lot of sweet. But this, I feel like, has worked so well for my texture. Like right now, I have some bumps coming in, but it's because I ate so much banana bread with chocolate chips during the weekend that I feel like this is why I'm paying it off. But the texture in general of my forehead has gotten so much better. Like I used to get a pimple all the time. I used to get a pimple all the time, and whenever that one would heal off, one would pop back right in, whether it was here or here or here, whatever, you know what? So ever since I started using that, it has completely cleared my forehead, especially from all those whiteheads that I usually get. It has cleared it so well, like truly amazing, because I have consistent acne that comes back constantly. Like every time that I get my period, it comes back again to say hello, and it just dries down after like 3 weeks, where the other one comes back again. And especially here, like I still have a little residual of the last one that I had, but nothing has ever grown as dramatically as it used to, and it doesn't grow as often as it used to as well. Like yeah, I'm drinking green juice, and I'm drinking more water, but I feel like along with that has been such a nice help. I feel like even if you have oily skin, it is so well absorbed. Like I put it on my face and it doesn't leave it oily. Like sometimes, you know, you can put oil and your face feels like slippery or whatnot. It is actually really fastly absorbed. Like it's like kind of like a dry oil where it just feels like nothing after a little while. Like I put it on and it's like my skin is hydrated but dry, and it's not overwhelming at all. It's like by the time that I go to sleep, it's super well absorbed, and it's really, really nice. Like it's honestly the whole reason why I wanted to talk about this video. I feel like even if you have oily skin, I feel like this is such a nice product to give it a try, especially because it's like $8. I mean, how much would a serum be? Really, a really expensive one. How much would it be? Like $50? $60? You nobody got that paycheck for that. So the last two things I'm gonna speak about is lip care. Yeah, lip care. This is a Colourpop lip scrub. I don't tend to use lip scrubs because I'm really lazy, especially with my lips. Even now more so because I just put on a gloss. Like even on day to day, I just put on a gloss and just pretend that everything's okay. That's kind of like the way I tend to go. But when I do want to scrub my lips, this is really nice. It's like $10 and it smells, this is the Coco Loco one, and it smells like coconut. It's really nice. I use a toothbrush and I kind of brush it all over my lips, and it leaves them really nice, exfoliated. I'm not crazy about those things, not because they don't work, but I'm just not crazy over lip care. But if you're interested on like a cheap lip scrub, I feel like this truly does the job, and it's really inexpensive. And for the last thing that I want to talk about is the BOIE Agave Nighttime Lip Therapy. Honestly, as a night therapy, I don't feel like it does much. I mean, it's just a nice lip balm. Like it's just a potted lip balm, pretty much. It's very intense, but I don't feel like I've heard other people say like how they use it and they wake up with their lips super moisturized and whatnot. I don't feel like that's the case. It's just a really nice potted lip balm. And if you like having a like intense lip balm, potted lip balms, I feel like this is the best, especially for me to go to sleep. I like hydrating my lips. I don't feel like it does, you know, hydrate them till the next day where I wake up and my lips are like redone and hydrated. I don't feel like that's the case, but I really, really like it, and I wanted to give it a nice mention because it does, at least for me. It's just that I have uber dry lips, but they do a really nice job of moisturizing them. So like if you're already like doing the whole thing and you moisturize and whatnot, this is really nice. Just give that cherry on top. So yeah, you guys, that's pretty much it. That's all I want to talk about. I wanted to just, you know, sit down, chill, talk about skincare, and make each other feel better about this whole situation, and give a little love to our skin in the cheapest, most cost-effective way. And I feel like I have helped you achieve that. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and comment down below your favorite skincare products, because I feel like this is such a nice find. So if you want to comment below another nice, cost-effective, cheap find, you can comment down below. And if you enjoyed this video, you can also subscribe so you can see more of me and more of my videos. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!